an island where no human lives, yet voices still echo, the hum of machines, the laughter of children, and sometimes screams. Hashima Island, a desolate, abandoned, and mysterious island nestled in Japan's sea. Once, life thrived here. Now, only silence remains. But even in this silence, something lingers, something hidden, something that occasionally reveals itself. Imagine, you're walking through an empty building, and suddenly a door slams shut behind you, or a faint rustling sound, even though you're alone. That's what happens on this island, which locals call Gunkanjima, or Battleship Island. Once home to Mitsubishi's coal mine, thousands lived here, complete with schools, hospitals, and theaters, all packed onto this tiny island. But one day, it all ended. People fled overnight, leaving the island a ghostly ruin. Next today, this place is viral online, topping lists of the world's haunted places. But do you know it's not just empty buildings? It's a cage filled with the voices of restless souls. And the scariest part? Access to this island is granted to only a select few. So, let's step into this mysterious journey. It all began in 1887, when Japan discovered a coal mine on this small Hashima Island in the middle of the sea. Slowly, Mitsubishi built a mini mining city, an industrial zone surrounded by water. The problem? The island was tiny. The solution? Build upward. Concrete high-rises, narrow alleys, schools on rooftops, and bunkers underground. For those living here, even seeing the sun was sometimes a luxury. Around 5,000 people lived in an area just 16 acres in size. To put it in perspective, even Mumbai's crowds would pale in comparison to this island's density. Life existed here, but breathing freely wasn't easy. Every day, people went to work, children studied, and the sound of machines echoed even in sleep. An island that looked small, but hid an entire city within. And then began the journey that turned into terror. 1974, the year Hashima Island's heartbeat stopped. Across Japan, coal was being replaced by oil. Mitsubishi realized the mine was no longer profitable. And then, an order came that turned this island from vibrant to lifeless in an instant. One by one, people left. Some abandoning toys, others books, dishes, or photo albums. Even today, entering a room feels like someone just left moments ago. Doors stand ajar, windows creak, and every corner whispers, "I'm not alone." Some say the rapid evacuation wasn't just for economic reasons, but something else. Something people were too afraid to talk about. Did something happen there? Something that scared people away? The question isn't why they left. It's why they left so quickly, so silently. Now that the island is completely abandoned, what remains is silence and an eerie presence. Local fishermen say that when they pass by the island at night, they hear strange sounds, sometimes the hum of machines, sometimes children's laughter, and sometimes a woman's scream. Some even claim to have seen a white figure peering through broken windows. Now you might be thinking, who wears a white sari in Japan? Well, fear doesn't follow a dress code. Tourists who sneaked in reported feeling like someone was watching them, a curtain moving in a room, even though there was no breeze. That's not all. Old reports mentioned deaths of forced laborers here during the war, and it's said their restless spirits still wander these walls. Hashima Island is no longer just an abandoned place. It's become a psychological horror museum, where fear toys with your mind. When you look at the island from above, it resembles a battleship, hence its real name, Gunkanjima, meaning warship island. But the strangest part? This island was never used in any war. Yet the battle that unfolded here was one between life and death. People lived in tiny rooms, without sunlight or greenery, under the heavy pressure of work. Even children grew up hearing the constant drone of machines after school. Some called it a concrete prison, while others said the walls here breathe and whisper at night. Now, imagine, can a place be so terrifying that it becomes a battleship in its own right? Today, it stands desolate, but its structure and history make it Japan's most mysterious island. If you've watched the James Bond film Skyfall, you'll remember a creepy, abandoned island in the middle of the sea. That wasn't a set, it was the real Hashima Island. Not just Hollywood, but Japanese documentary filmmakers and horror YouTubers also portray this island as a haunted symbol. Some photojournalists and urban explorers call it the Apocalypse City, where it feels like the world has ended, leaving only ghosts and silence. This island has even appeared in video games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Sniper Elite series. But the real fear hits when you learn that the government has banned access to most parts of the island. Why? Because some who visited fell ill, others started having strange dreams, and some claim they saw something not meant for human eyes. So, is this all media hype? Or a deeper truth? So friends, you've seen how an island that once teemed with thousands of lives has become a terrifying ruin. Are these just stories, or is there really something there? Something that doesn't let humans return? Comment below. If you got the chance, would you dare to visit this island alone? And if you found this story creepy, thrilling, or intriguing, hit the like button now and subscribe to the Musta official channel. Because even if this island has been abandoned, we keep it alive through stories.